dancing on the people, with the people on the people, smoking CO2. See me, see you dancing on the people, climb up on the booth, hanging from the people on the people. My head is the roof, dancing on the ceiling on the people. I got people on the people, dancing on the people. I got purple hat, cheetah print, dancing on the people, rolled up at the after joint, dancing on the people, people dancing on the people. I got people on the people, people dancing on the people, with the people on the people, smoking.
We're going to go ahead and begin class. So no matter where you are, go ahead and drop in. Close the eyes. Take your hands to rest on either thigh in a comfortable seated position. And become in touch with the breath. Taking deep inhales in through the nose and pulling them down the midline of the body from the crown of the head to the base of the low belly into the diaphragm. Long sips of air as the world slows down with a slow, intentional exhale all the way out, either through the nose or mouth, whatever feels more comfortable or right for you today. In this class, we work with the beat of the music. And so feel free to really drop in to this experience. Time your breath with the beat. Maybe that looks like an exact inhale-exhale pattern, or maybe you increase your hold in the center. There's no right way to do it. The point is just to start to get grounded in the present moment and in tune with your own energy. During this class, we're going to pull the heart rate up, and then we're going to slow down, we're going to strengthen and tone, and we're going to stretch things out. Explore graceful movement and power movement. And as that energy ebbs and flows, your job is simply to breathe and to notice. This is not your traditional yoga class, but we do pull a lot of yogi inspiration. We're also grounding ourselves in the present even more with breath work and music. On your next inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Bring the fingertips to touch, and exhale, pull them down to your heart, broadening through the collarbone, making sure those shoulders are rolled down and back. And set your intention for today's class. What do you want to work on? Inhale, reach the hands up overhead. The gaze can follow even if the eyes remain closed. And exhale into a twist over to the left. Looking over that back shoulder. Breathing into the spine. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the other side. Feel where it lands in the back, where it lands in the neck, and use your breath to deepen that twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hand comes down, collapsing into the forearm as you reach those fingertips over, stretching through the sides. Gaze comes to the top of those fingertips. Little smile. Inhale, rise up off that hand. Lift both fingertips up and exhale. Now the right hand over. Collapse the forearm if you can. Keep the shoulders open. The top one peeled back. Gaze, if you can, comes up towards those fingertips. Stretching a little bit deeper through that side body. Deep belly breaths the entire time. Straighten the bottom hand, lift up, and roll the wrists all the way down. We're gonna roll up over the knees, coming into an all fours position. Hands ground under the shoulders, knees under the hips as you begin to move the spine. Contort yourself in a way that feels right. It might look silly, but it's about tuning in to what you need and trusting it. Ground yourself in all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Find a little bit of a tilt in that pelvis until you reach neutral. And then go ahead and extend that left foot back. Pinky toe rotates down. Go ahead and reach the right fingertips out now. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, pull the knee into the elbows. You contract the spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach, hold. Set it down. Right foot back, pinky toe rotates down. And the left hand extends. Deep inhale in. Exhale, knee to elbow contract. Inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach. Set it down. Take the knees wide, the big toes together. Set the tailbone back onto the heels. Reach the fingertips for child's pose. Take a few slow, deep breaths here. Rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Back into that all fours position. Hands ground under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Flip the toes into the mat. And slowly begin to straighten through the legs, reaching the tailbone up towards the sky. We're gonna pedal out the feet here, releasing one heel and then the other, keeping the heart floated towards that belly. Nice long line from the top of the head to the base of the spine. Whenever you're ready, find stillness. Rotate the shoulders out and down. Deep breath in. Inhale forward. Exhale down through chaturanga. Flip onto the tops of the feet and lift the heart. Flip the toes and the tailbone back. Inhale forward. Exhale chaturanga. Flip onto the tops of the feet, lift the heart. Exhale, flip the toes and the tailbone back. Last time, inhale forward. And exhale all the way down onto the belly. Let the tops of the feet collapse. The feet are hip width apart. The hands now ground underneath the shoulders. Deep inhale in through the nose. And as you exhale, press up. Exhale down. Time it with your breath. We're gonna move here, just warming up the spine, the low back. One breath per movement. Little press ups. We're gonna do about 4 more. Beautiful job. Last one. Landing down on the belly. Draw the hands underneath the shoulders. Come back, flip the toes, lift the tailbone up. Downward facing dog. We're gonna move into a crouch. So taking the knees to hover, keeping the spine long, and then lifting up. Nice long line maintains from the top of the head to the base of the tailbone. Continuing to move. Exhale on the crouch. And inhale as you straighten the legs. Or more. Finding some warmth through the body. Last one. And then walking the hands back towards the toes, collapsing into a forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come down. Walk it out to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Lift the toes into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. We're going to move through some low body work here in just a second. So going ahead and pulling that left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. Just a little bit of a pulse. Lifting up to high lunge and opening to warrior two. We're going to float up a little bit. Sink down. Back to high lunge. And float it forward. Low lunge, little pulse. High lunge, lift up, and open to warrior two. You float up ever so slightly, sink down, high lunge, and fly. Low lunge, little pulse. High lunge, lift it up, and open to warrior two. Float up, sink down, high lunge, and fly. We're gonna keep moving through that sequence this whole time. High lunge, warrior two. Float up, little bend, come deeper, high lunge, and fly. Flat back. Come down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. High lunge, warrior two. Float up. Don't come all the way straight in that leg. High lunge and fly. Low lunge, 2, 3, 4. Little pulse, 6, 7, 8. High lunge, warrior two. Float up. Sink it low. High lunge, twist to that body, and fly. Low lunge. We're gonna stay on this leg a whole time. High lunge, warrior two, make them count. We're up ever so slightly, sink it low. High lunge, keep that 90 degrees, and float. Low lunge. 5, 6, 7, 8. High lunge. Warrior two. Float. Sink it down. Good. High lunge. And fly. Low lunge. Really come into that hip. High lunge. And open it up. Float. And sink. High lunge, flat back fly. Come down, good. High lunge, warrior two. Hold here. Good job. We're gonna come down over that leg. Coming back into a plank pose. Just a little bit of a rock back and forth. If you ever need a modified plank, you can keep the knees down. But we're going to bring the heart rate up here. So we're going to bring the foot to the outside of the hand and step it back. Other side and back. Keep rolling here. Up and back. Up. We're gonna increase the tempo. Up, back. Good. Stay in plank. We're gonna tap it in. In, back. Knee to the center. You need to take breaks. Feel free. We're playing with core, back, upper body, and plank. We're back, step, forward, and step. Good. Opening through those hips. Keep it going. Keep at this tempo. Step and back. Breathe. Hit that plank. Step, plank. Run it out. If you want to increase the tempo, you can. If you need to step in and out, that's okay. Step in, or run. Plank. Step forward and back. Good. Breathe. Step and back. Step and back. Keep it moving. Make sure to keep that hand on the outside of the hand. Good. Breathe into the hip. Step and back. Find plank. Run it out. You can touch it if you need to. Step it out or find that full run. Find child's pose. Knees open. Tailbone to the back of the heels. Reaching forward through the fingertips. Finding your breath.
I know I'd go back to you.
Beautiful. Feel that heartbeat underneath the skin. We're going to move back to that low body sequence. This time leading with the right leg. Come up onto all fours. Switch your lead. Find low lunge. Deep breath in. We're gonna come high lunge. Warrior 2. Slow it up. Sink down. High lunge. And fly. Low lunge, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. High lunge. Warrior 2. Slow up. Sink down. Come forward, high lunge. And fly. Low lunge. Little pulse. High lunge. Open warrior. Slow up. Sink low. High lunge, little pivot. And fly. Low lunge, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. High lunge. Time it with your breath. You got it by now. Sink down. High lunge, little pivot. A fly. Low lunge. Little pulse. And lift with your heart. And open. Float up. Come down. Pivot to high lunge. And fly. Come down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift. And open. Deep breathing in. Exhale, down, down. Lift high lunge. And fly. Come down. 5, 6, 7, 8. High lunge. Warrior 2. Little float. And sink. Pivot. And fly. Come down, little pivot, here we go. And up. Open. Little bit of a float. Sink down. High lunge. And fly. Come down. Breathe. Lift up. Number 2. Come up. And down. High lunge. Fly. Down. Step back to downward facing dog. And breathe. Deep inhales in. Take a breather. If you want to take child's pose, you can. We're just going to rest for a second. Feel all that energy surging through the body. Your heart rate, breath, sweat, feeling, thought. Where are you right now? Wherever you are in child's or down dog, start to make your way into an upright position. Walking the hands to the back of the mat and collapsing the heart onto the upper thighs. Forward fold. Inhale, drag the fingertips up the shins. Nice, beautiful flat back. And exhale, dive down. Inhale, circle seat the arms. And exhale, 9, dive down.
4.
Inhale, halfway lift, heart reaches forward.
1.
And exhale, forward fold, walking the hands forward into a plank. Little rock here. This song is about 6 minutes long. And I'm not gonna make you burpee the whole time. But we're gonna go through a couple of different movements. So for now, I want you to hold that plank strong. Take a few deep breaths to prepare yourself. And now exhale down through chaturanga, lifting the heart for upward facing dog. Flipping the toes and sending the tailbone back, downward facing dog. And then going ahead and stepping 1 foot forward at a time. Inhale, circle sweep up to the front of your mat. And exhale the hands to your sides. Take the feet hip width apart. We're gonna move through a squat. So we're down and up. Down and up. Keep the hips rotated out. I don't wanna see any caving knees. All the weight is in the back of your heels. Good. Breathing. Squeezing up through those glutes. Really practicing, keeping the heart upright. Down and up. We're down, hold, step, in and up. Switch sides. Down, back, in and up. Keep flowing. Switching legs every time. Few more. We're gonna work our way into the progression. Down, in, and up. You can stay here if you like. In and up. Or you can progress with me to a burpee. So you can come down, back, in, and up. Nice and slow to begin. Down, back, in, and up. If you're continuing with that squat lunge, please do. Find your rhythm, find your breath. We're gonna progress to speed in a little bit. But for now, we're just gonna practice here. Down, back, hit the plank, in, and up. Every time you move through a burpee sequence. Here, you can punch it, let go of excess energy. Keep your breath. If you want to increase speed, in, up. You can move through it. Whatever works for you, as long as you can keep good form. Breathe. Squat, we're down and up. Beautiful. Find your breath. We'll move through a few sequences. The heart rate's going to increase on those blast moments. And I don't want to kill you for 6 minutes. Good. Find your squeeze. Heart upright. Weight in the heels. We're going to add the lunge. Down, back, in, and up. Down, switch legs, in, and up. Beautiful job. Breathe into it. Get a little deeper. If you want to stay there, you can. Or down, back, in, punch it out. Good. You can add some sound if you want to. Down, back, in, up. Down, back, in, up if you're increasing tempo. You can push yourself to where you feel like you find your brink. A few more. Find it. Breathe. And squat. You got it. Find that squeeze in the glutes. Hard up. Add the lunge. Down, back, in, and up. Switching sides. Down, back, in. Sink into your body. Any discomfort? Just try and talk to you. If you want to join the burpee, oh, it's over. We did it! Didn't have to do it up again. All right, hands on body. Quick, deep cleansing breath. Just did a lot of work. We're gonna calm down the energy. Do some core work. Drop the hands to your sides. Inhale, circle sweep up. Exhale, fold over. We're gonna come down onto the mat and lay all the way down. The legs are gonna lift to 90. Little tabletop position, flexing the feet. Arms up, keeping the low back pressed into the mat. We're gonna start with the legs. So you're gonna straighten it out and in. Straighten out and in. Coming back to that tabletop every time, keeping the low back pressed down. If you'd like to add the opposite hand now, go ahead and do it. Energy comes through that flex foot, that back pressed down, and out through the fingertips. You squeeze your back and core to lift every single time. Breathe. Sink in the music.
One thing is happiness lie in the diamond ring. Oh, I've been
Breathe in.
oh, I've been
Breathe out.
asking for problems, problems, problems.
The body is a lever working for you. And as you experience the discomfort of that squeeze, I want you to find that little bit of extra energy hiding underneath of the fear of being uncomfortable.
Look me in the eyes, tell me what you see.
Breathe.
Perfect paradise, tearing at the seam. I wish I could escape. I don't wanna think. Wish I could erase. Make your heart believe, but I'm a bad liar.
Get into it. Push past that voice that tells you you're done. Anything that's not the voice of truth. Pull the knees into the chest. Give a little rock back and forth in that spine. Breathe. Roll up. We're gonna find boat hold. Legs together.
I'm a bad liar.
Back is out. If you're modifying, your legs can be down. You struggle with hip mobility. Pull in, belly button to spine. Breathe in. Remember, feet down if you need to modify. Belly button into spine. Hands in the back of the legs. Let yourself rest. Deep breath. One more strength segment before we wrap up with some calm. Roll up over the knees. Hands come under the shoulders. We're going to stay positioned on the shins. Toes down. Nice long line from the top of the head to the base of the spine. Pelvis rotated up and in. We're down, up, child's, forward. Down, up, child's, forward. Find the beat. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep it moving. Find that strength in the arms. Use your rest as you need to in that child.
Everybody
Shoulders away from ears.
tell myself apart from
You need a wider grip, that's fine. But no matter what, don't lose that breath. Forward, down, up, and back. You got it. Little noise, hi. Let all that energy release out of the body. There's a reason we feel so good after a workout's done. So here you are, meeting yourself in this space. Squeeze it.
everybody in the booth can tell myself apart from you. Now the word
You need an extra beat.
people
And child,
dancing,
find it.
dancing, people dancing, people dancing, people dancing,
Or always feel free to slow it down.
people dancing.
Woo! Remember to breathe. Where'd you go? Sit it back. Child's pose. You did it. The hardest parts are over. Widen those knees. Big toes together. Stretch the fingertips out in front of you until you feel a deep stretch in your armpits. What do you feel? Whatever word comes up, how can you honor that feeling right now? You've cleared out a lot of stuff today. And now it's just you and your mat. So in these final moments of class, as we stretch, as we find more peace, calm, those things that were hiding underneath of all the energy we just had to allow leave our body. I hope you meet yourself a little more. Slowly roll one vertebrae at a time, coming up onto all fours, and then walking the hands all the way out in front of you, allowing the forehead to meet the mat. 90-degree angle between the backs of your legs and your tailbone. Nice long line from the top of your head to the base of your tailbone.
Trying to make it in the fight once.
Breathe.
This is for the abandoned. Let's keep dancing while the day's young.
Take your left hand, lift up in the hands really quickly. Take the left hand, palm facing down, weave it underneath the opposite armpit, and take your gaze out towards those fingertips. Breathe into the shoulders.
This won't last forever. It's gonna get better. It'll be alright, 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 alright. I'm singing out to the healing, waiting for the fruit that their hands have sown. Did you know there's a promise? You'll get more than what you bargained for.
Drag that right hand back.
This is for the lonely,
Lift up.
the ones that
Switch sides.
loved and the ones that lost.
That shoulder fully descends.
Let's keep dancing till
The opposite shoulder fingertips reach out. Breathe.
Alright, 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 alright. It's gonna be alright, 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 alright. This won't last forever. Baby, it's gonna get better. It'll be alright, 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 alright.
Drag the left fingertips back. Lift up. Come to seat on your shins. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, go ahead and take that left hand down. Collapse the forearm if you can. Peel the shoulder back and open, stretch. Inhale, lift, straighten that arm, and switch.
If you're home alone with a loaded gun,
If you can release the forearm,
there's strength that you
do so.
lost. Life's worth living, you have just
Open.
begun.
Straighten that bottom hand. Lift up. And exhale. We're going to come onto our backs. So rolling onto one side. Slowly make your way down. Both knees pull into the body. Give yourself a little hug. And then go ahead and release the left leg straight as you pull the right knee into the right armpit. Breathe. Go ahead and pull the left knee in. Little hug, and then release the right foot. Left knee to left armpit. Right knee pulls in. Take your hands to grab the inside of each foot, same side. Kick the feet up. The knees come to the outside of your elbows. Happy baby pose. You can take a little rock back and forth. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can stay here if you'd like, or you can release both knees into one last big hug. Squeeze in. Exhale, release them to the wide edges of your mats. Hands collapse along each side of the body. And as the energy of the music rises, the body in stillness finds what energy means to it. Get in touch with feeling what's rising up in you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take one last deep inhale in through your nose and send it into your low belly. Hold it. And whenever you're ready, let it go through the mouth. Slow and steady return to your natural rhythm of breath. To the feeling of the room. You can begin to open your eyes. Give a little wiggle to your fingers, your toes. Shake out the shoulders, roll the neck. Do what feels good to you. As you're ready, you can make your way into a final seated position for salutations. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for bearing with me through the difficult flows in order to get to that moment of release at the end. I appreciate your presence And if there's any specific area of the body you'd like to address in our last couple of classes, please let me know. Any song suggestions are also always welcome as long as they are approved through our streaming channel. I appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing day. I'll leave you with one last namaste. Thank you.